a hit out of every one of them. I don't care.
That's what I was saying to you.
Yeah.
We're just giving feedback, and you're almost like, well, what about the others?
Yep. Telling you.
Oh,
If you
look,
go if you go listen to the whole album, which all the songs hadn't been released yet, but if you go listen to the album when it is released, and hopefully it all gets released in December at some point. So we're still shooting for mid-December for I Am Your Garden to hit. I mean, like I said, it's been approved, but you never know. Something could happen, but I Am Your Garden is supposed to be released
Of
mid-December.
2025 or 2026?
2025. So basically in a couple of weeks. So in a couple of weeks, it's already been approved. I Am Your Garden's already been approved to be released on that date. But like I said, anything can happen at any given time, right? Any given Sunday, same thing. Like when the Cowboys destroyed them Eagles. Oh, oh. No, seriously though, seriously. So that's
Have a good day, guys. It's nice seeing you.
Bill said, "Oh, pew." That was good timing. Fair enough. Fair enough. But anyway, and the rest of the album should also be released in December. Okay, what day? Now that is going to be after the first song comes out. So, but everybody said they don't care if it comes out January, which I don't either, honestly. But that's not going to be. I'm not going to trust CJ anymore with music that comes out after December. I'm gonna have to blame CJ 100%.
Yeah, you can blame me. You still have to trust me though.
one more.
He said you can blame me, but you still gotta trust me. Yeah, but I mean everything looks good. We'll see. All this. Let me see. Songs that have not been heard yet would be let's see, or how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 songs that no one but Dre and CJ has heard. Those are the only 2 people that's heard them. And there's a reason for that. I'm not trying to hide nothing, but I want that to come out and everybody hear it at the same time on Apple Music. But I might release. Let me see. Let me get this thing. There might be another one because I just released. Let's see.
And you can't go off like that. You had me doing normal lives.
Huh? What?
You can't be taking days off like that. You had me doing a normal live yesterday.
Oh man, Bubba, there was no way. There was no way. For a minute there looked like there was gonna be a way. And there's no way. And today almost became another there was no way. Because I have a ham smoking right now, and it has to be spritzed every 30, 40 minutes. And so but the old heifer stood up and said, "Don't worry, I'll spritz it." It's like, oh. And when I said yes to that, I was like, guys, I'll be live in 30 minutes. I was like, wait a minute. Let me set a timer. I said, listen, when this thing goes off, you spritz it. Well, how exactly? You spritz it like this. Look, I'm going to show you. So that's what took an extra 15, 20 minutes. I had to make sure that the spritzing was understood. But it's all good. It's all good. That thing probably be done. Huh? Do what?
Okay, I'm acting up again.
Oh, what'd you say, Bill?
Hold on.
Oh.
No, I think my service is acting up again. I made an appointment. They got to come and check out. There's something going on with my connection. I said that you hunt your own turkey.
No, not this year. No, but when I do, I get a biggin and I smoke. I smoke it for like an hour or two, and then I fry it. Sucker is solid.
I haven't had a fried one yet.
Oh man, that's the way. That's the only way to do it. There is no other way. You smoke that bad boy for an hour or two, and then you fry it, and it keeps that. After it's fried, you can put it back in the smoker for 30, 45 minutes. It ain't gonna hurt it. But some people are scared to because it's got grease in it, and
Yeah.
yeah. So, if you're gonna do it, you want to use a just one log. Make sure that log is halfway gone, and then stick it in the far end, and just get ready to pull it out. But again, I'm not recommending to do that. So let me make myself clear. I smoke it before, and then I put it in there.
What's wrong with Christian? He's
I'm
coming up and
For a
dropping.
reason, he keeps falling out the box.
I don't know. Stop putting them up here then.
Yeah, I dropped them the last right now.
Yeah. Just stop putting them up here. Just let them figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't put them up here. Just make them wait for a second.
No, I didn't. Hey, that's why I dropped them. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah. Tammy, would you say Invisible Fire is my favorite? Well, it's supposed to be Invisible Flame. I think I messed up the name.
It has nothing to do with me. I'm getting dropped.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Who's dropping you?
No.
Doesn't say.
Oh, hold on. I just dropped you the last one because you wasn't catching on. It had the
Wasn't
little
catching
balls.
on. What does that mean?
Meaning you
you
weren't coming up properly, bro.
Oh no, I was here. I was just muted.
I don't know.
All right, let's see.
I don't know.
Gosh.
Why are you not muted now? There you go.
You know
Because I don't
why?
want anyone to mistake me for like being halfway up.
That means
It's not an AI.
stay muted, bro.
You know how it is. You know how he had to just throw in that gosh before he mutes.
He had to get it in one time, bro.
One time.
Just one
It's not. It's the best when you lowercase gauss someone because they're like, oh, lowercase GAW. They don't know what to do with it.
Oh man, y'all should have. Oh my Lord. Okay, let me tell you something. I don't think y'all know how hard it was not to go live yesterday after what happened between the Dallas and the Eagles Monday. I wanted to come up here so bad and call Christian and Jordan and everybody else cowards so bad while I was live, and I couldn't do it. So I started messing with them in the chat, and Christian took the bait. Christian takes the.
I finished at 3:00 this morning. 275 messages.
Hey, Christian takes the bait, bro. I go all in. I was like, y'all know who Napoleon Dynamite is? Y'all know who that is? Does anybody know who that is?
There is go all in and there's go too far.
Hey, no. I went all in. There ain't no gone too far. Hey, does anybody know who Napoleon Dynamite is? He's that kid. He's got real curly hair, and he's like, what does he say? He's like, "You idiot, gosh." I was talking to Christian like that. I was like, "You idiot, gosh." Christian started going through there more and more. And I was like, "You idiot." Oh, it was the best, bro. I couldn't stop laughing, bro. Christian had me rolling yesterday. He's like, "No, bro. Well, y'all gonna fall off a cliff. You just watch." And I was like, "I ain't talking about no cliff. I'm talking about how the Cowboys killed them Eagles, bro. We killed them, boy." Oh, it was too good, man. It was too good. It almost was good enough as going live. It was almost good enough.
We were talking about that in our live, and I was saying, bro, I'm not looking forward to seeing him when you come on.
Oh my God. Listen, guys, listen. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I told y'all, go study and go look at what I'm telling you. They got a new defense. Their defense is amazing, bro. They stopped the Eagles like 4 or 5 times in a row, and they got a touchdown almost every time, capitalizing on that stop. Woo! Kill them boys. We them boys. You are not lying, bro. Listen, Listen, I'm telling you, this game had more failures in it than any game. I'm not saying it's the lead, but I would have to see the game that if someone tells me, no, this game over here takes the lead in failures, I just don't believe it exists.
Yes, it
Listen,
does. The Giants game with Dallas.
when? Which one?
The first one, the 33-31 game.
Okay, hold on a second.
That game was horrible on both sides.
All right, well, let me tell you what happened on this one. So the Eagles and all the Cowboy haters really thought the Eagles were doing something because we, at the very first half, it was fumble, and then we made the Eagles punt, and one of our guys decides to hit the punter. Well, what do you think just happened? They get the ball back again. So they got the ball back because we hit the punter. They get the ball back on like two fumbles, an interception. Every time they got the ball back, or half the time they got the ball back, they were capitalizing on it. And then our defense started stopping them. We didn't have the ball. We had the ball like twice in the first half of the game. But then whenever
Jennifer, you had something to bring, right?
What?
Look at Bill throwing me under the bus.
Why are we?
man.
Okay, first off, let me finish saying. Hold on, time out. Let me finish. Hold on a second. Let me finish what I'm saying before Bill rudely interrupted me. And then we come back to the next half, bro. It's crazy. It is crazy, bro. 100% crazy. The fumbles and interceptions that we were doing the first half, guess what? We got them all back. We got them all back. We got the fumbles back. We got the interception back. Now that it's an even playing field, right? We both got fumbles, both got interceptions. Woo, Bubba. Listen, if Cowboys were not any good, they would not have come back the way that they did. Period. The end. Yeah.
No one can accept that we them boys. Now it's all about excuses. Let's suck it up. Suck it up, people.
Listen.
We suck it up. If we lose,
we
come on here.
We suck it up.
We suck it up.
They lost.
And we have never said, hold on, Trot, I'm going to drop. We have never said, it's rebuilding. It's our rebuilding season. We've never said that.
No, I'll tell you what I did.
Took the L.
I'll tell you what I did say, though. As soon as they got all these new players, we got a new defense. Hey, and then we played the Raiders. It was straight murder that she wrote, straight murder. And they were like, oh, those are the Raiders. And I said, they better not beat those Eagles then. I don't want to hear it. Oh, dude, y'all play the Raiders. And they better not beat the Eagles. And guess what? They didn't just beat the Eagles, bro. They whooped the tar out of them. And I'm not talking about the score. I'm not talking about the score, for God's sakes. At halftime, it was 21-0. Halftime. We came back and beat them. This is the best comeback of all time. I don't care who you are. All right, here we go, Jordan. Let's see, everybody watch. Listen to the melody of Jordan clipping his own toenails with his teeth. All right, let's see. That's because you guys say you'll win it all every year. What do you mean that's because? What's because? What are you talking about? Shenanigans. We're talking about how Dallas destroyed them Eagles. And every one of y'all are like, no. Let me see. I got it right here. Let's see. I think Jordan said 28-21 Eagles. Let's see. Yep, that's what Jordan said. Let's see. Wrong. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. There's another one right there. Eagles going to win. 31. Wrong. Let's see. Let's check another one. I don't know, man. I just don't get it.
All I know is, how did I get sucked up into that chat yesterday? I was quiet.
Yeah.
I humble myself.
Hey, I can't just let you sit there and be quiet, bro, after that win. We've been chatting for like 30 minutes, and finally I put Dre, Bill, Christian, Jordan, all y'all go suck it in. Bill comes up there. He's like, "Hey, whoa, how'd I said y'all
Who's
all
got the
get it
smelling
today.
salts?
Do what?
I
Do
said
it.
Bill's talking about smelling salts.
No, that was Ryan. That was Ryan. Homeboy. Trying to look at the
It's a big difference in the
huh?
the defense. It is totally different.
Man,
Bill,
you're
you're
I
underwater.
can't hear you, bro. Yeah, you're underwater, bro. Anybody make out anything you said?
No, let's
Oh.
not try.
Oh, sorry.
You know, Nina, I try to save us by cutting him off and asking Jennifer to bring something up, or we won't hear this.
All right,
rant
can you
for
just
another
tell us?
hour.
Hey, can you just tell us what you said?
I said,
No. You said something. What'd you say? It must have been something nice. He don't want to repeat it.
I don't want to get a bad reputation.
Oh, it's too
Saying,
late,
"Hey,
bro.
he's a nice-
It's too
he's
late.
a
I'm
nice guy."
gonna go find the recording, bro. What'd you say? Oh,
He said, "I want to throw
Oh,
Jennifer under the bus
defense,
again."
the
That's what he
defense,
said.
the switch, the acquisitions,
Oh.
totally different.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro. 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Gotta go
Bill
sleep.
trying to cast them lots. Well, that lot did not fall on this one. Find another, bruh.
Listen, it wasn't this because you all you had to do was bring up a question that we had on my live. That way we could get him off the Dallas rant. That's all I was trying to do. I couldn't go Nina on.
I thought
Jennifer, are you ready for your daily bus ride?
I thought we discussed not doing this.
Oh,
Was
God.
I the only one like taking notes?
No, I didn't.
How
take
about you
notes.
bring it? Go ahead, Bill. Bring it.
I didn't take notes.
Bring it, Bill.
I didn't take notes
Didn't take notes on what?
on yesterday's live.
Trot etiquette. That's really what I'm talking about.
Oh, what about-
Trot etiquette?
What about? There's a book coming out. What about
There you go. We'll just wait for the book.
it? You
I'm
stupid.
sorry. Say less. Y'all
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
it up this time?
No, what about try etiquette? What about it?
Listen.
He's trying to shove Jennifer to the front of the line while he's standing in the back laughing. Not cool.
I was not.
Yeah, but what's
I
that got to
was
do? What's that got to do with try etiquette?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you was going on the thing about Dallas, I was trying to deflect to get you off, and so I said, Jennifer, don't you have that question? That way, we try to deflect you from going on.
Yeah, but
this
what's that got to do with
Okay.
try? What's that got to do with try
All right,
etiquette?
I'm gonna pick up where he left off. So we well know that if we bring a question to you, we have to have done a bunch of homework prior to bringing the question.
Okay.
Bill is trying to shove Jennifer to the
Oh.
front of the line when she's not ready.
Oh.
Kind of like a scapegoat. Okay.
So basically, I'm gonna be like, all right, Jennifer, what you got? So if Jennifer throws something out there, hold on a second. So if Jennifer throws it out there, everyone knows. I'm gonna be like, all right, well, did you go study that? So she's gonna have to say no, and then I'm gonna be like, Jennifer, we go through this all the time, but it would all been Bill's fault. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, Trot, verbatim, I said that. Yep, exactly.
You said that yesterday too.
On two separate lives, I made that statement. Y'all don't know how long. Y'all don't know
How
yet?
much longer?
Oh, my word. Get it together.
He said trot etiquette.
Oh my gosh, I called it. I called that. How much longer did I not in the live? I said he was going to say how much longer.
How much longer, Lord?
So anyway, John 15.
Is that where we're at? Is that where we're at?
I think so. I don't think we ever finished Jennifer's question on John 15.
Let me see, because Dre said he wanted to talk. Let me see. I don't even know if he's going to come or not.
I don't know if he's back.
Huh?
I don't know
Because
if
the John.
Well, no, it's not. Even if he's back or not, I didn't know if
We
there's.
had him up late.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I've got to invite that EO guy.
Who's EO?
Pan Chan or something or other. Paneo.
Yeah. Let's see.
He wants to walk through the garden.
Let's see. Most Christians. All right. This is Shark. All right, Shark. Let's see what you got. Most Christians nowadays say they are Christian but act outside of Christ. They say they're Christian but act outside of Christ. I'll tell you what, Shark, do me a favor. Go use your Google, internet, AI, whatever. I want you to go find me a Christian because you said most. So that means, oh, I'm talking hypocrisy. Yeah, but what kind of hypocrisy? Perfection? Is that what you're referring to? Either way, what I'm saying still stands. Look, do me a favor. I'm not being rude. You said most Christians. So that means there are some, even if there's one, that act just like Christ. I want you to bring that. I want you to put their name right here in this chat. I want you to bring me just one Christian, and I'm not being rude. I'm being dead serious. Unless you want to elaborate on what you're saying. When you say hypocrisy, I mean, golly, hypocrisy can go, that's a fine line. I hear people say a lot of stuff like this, right? I never met a Christian that acts like Christ. I hear this stuff all the time. My thing is, show me one who does. Let me see the name. So if someone was to say, excuse me, Lord have mercy. If someone was to say, well, that's my point. None of y'all do. That's a waste of a conversation. There's no way that you understand the Bible at all. It's not going to happen. Like that. Like there's people that were so far off, bro. Like they're never going to get to this point of like what people are calling like Christ or imperfection in the flesh. Okay, it's never going to happen. So what I'm saying, Shark, is because you're looking at the wrong place, right? God doesn't look at outer appearance. God himself doesn't. You understand? So if God himself doesn't look on the outer appearance, he looks on the heart, you're supposed to look at the heart. Wanting to harm, saw a guy, okay, exiled. Yeah. Again, Shark, I need you to bring me, I hear all the ugly things that you're saying. I get it. Okay. Again, bring me a name of a person who you say act like Christ. Come put their name in the chat. Come put their name right here. Let me see. And then I'm gonna go find this person, whoever it is, and I'm gonna ask them, is this person right? Do you act like Christ? I'm gonna ask them to their face. And if they tell me, no, I don't, I'm gonna look at you and be like, you were wrong. You're wrong. Whoever you give me, they better tell me, yes, I act just like Christ. I'm gonna go find them. Shark, no offense. I don't want to see no other comments from you unless you put that name in there, bro. Or broette, whichever one.
See, you started behind the 8 ball because your name is Shark. Trot don't like sharks.
Let's see.
He has
Cry
a,
simple. No, give me a name. Shark, come on, man. Come on, mate. From the down under. You from the down under, mate? Come on. Give me a name on who acts like Christ. Bro, you can't go to Christians and say, none of y'all act like Christ unless you found one. Have you found one that acted like Christ, bro? Come on, man.
Look at Alex's comment.
Watch this. What a hilarious statement. Watch this. This is Mike. Mike said, anyone who acts like Christ would be humble and never say it. They would be humble and never say it. No, they would tell the truth if they did or not, Mike. Matter of fact, your statement's actually, on the contrary, your statement's actually more funny because the Bible tells us that Moses said that he was the meekest of them all. So that's false. If a man is the meekest of them all, according to you, he would never say it. So does that mean that the fact that Moses said he's the meekest, he became no longer meek because he said it. Get off the gas, Mike. Absolutely not. Look, guys, let me show you something. So Shark said at the very beginning that he can't find a true Christian. He can't find him. Okay. And then he says, I'm talking about hypocrisy. And then he puts here he goes, dude, you're a hypocrite. That's what I thought, Shark. Nice try, buddy. Come on, man. Do better, bro. Do better. So you can't find someone. I'll tell you what, my Shark, go do your homework. I want you to go find this person that you were saying, because remember, you said right here, most Christians nowadays say they are Christian, but act outside of Christ. You said most. That means you believe there are Christians out there that act just like a Christian. I want you to go find them. Go find these people. Let's see, Mike, here we go. So you think someone behaving like Christ would be boastful and full of pride? No. Telling the truth is not full of pride, Mike. Maybe you don't know what pride is. Telling the truth is not full of pride. That is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. If someone is telling the truth, it's not prideful. No, it's not. Absolutely not. Regarding Christ, no, it's not. No. Nope. Absolutely not. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard, bro. Now, if no one's asking them and they're running around, I'm the best Christian-like person ever, that would be stupid and prideful. But if someone was to ask them, say, have you acted as Christ since you were saved? And if they're telling the truth, and God knows they're telling the truth, yes, I have. How is that prideful? That is dumb. Telling the truth is not prideful. That is foolish. Let's see, loudmouth. You're listen, Shark. Come on, man, Shark. I gave you plenty of time. Plenty of time. So basically, you can't find one, Shark. That's what you're telling me. You would have found one by now. Nice try, though. 100%. Nice try. All right.
Nice
so, let's see.
Nice try. Guys. Come again. So long. See ya. Bye-bye.
All right, let's see. Can you go over Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head when you get a chance? All right, Edify, what's up, man? Today we are going over John 15. And I'm going to try to get it done in its entirety. And we are going to go over it in a descaled manner. So if you don't like looking at things through parabolic, allegorical lenses, have a good one. Kick rocks. Let's see. John 15. All right, let's get to John 15. Let's get to John 15.
Juan capítulo 15.
Yeah, that one. That thing right there.
Got a request. I don't know him, so.
Yeah. You're coming. Why are you going to the TikTok? You want to come up on a panel? I guess they left. I could have swore you were right. I thought I saw somebody in there too.
There's somebody there.
Yeah, somebody, Lynette.
No, there's nobody there. I'm looking.
They dropped.
Yeah, they dropped.
Oh.
Did he say in the net?
I don't know what they said. I didn't see the name of the person.
That's what I said. That's what I heard. In the net.
Lynette.
Oh, Lynette. Okay.
I heard you, Bill. I
know.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, all right. Golly, enough. Lord have mercy. Who cares? They're not even here anymore.
Mumbles and the other guy. Gosh.
All right, John 15. What
All
you
right.
need?
John 15. All right. Yeah, John 15. Who's reading?
I'm there.
You're there?
Yep.
All right. Matter of fact, just read the whole thing, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you read. Just read that bad boy.
Oh, I remember you said that. Okay. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit in itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye except ye abide in me. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, and men gather them, and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go forth. Get down. Sorry. Go forth.
Everybody, just forgive Nina. She has the
My dog.
Tourette's. She has the Tourette's at times, and sometimes things come. She still thinks that people are dogs and they need to get down.
That you should go and bring forth fruit. You should have seen it too. I kicked him off of my
I
foot.
bet I heard
Okay.
it. Oh, I heard it. It's like yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that. Shoot.
And that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of my Father in my name, he may give to you. These things I command you, that you love one another. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now that I have no cloak for their sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hateth me hateth the Father also. If I had not done among them the works which no other man did, they had not sinned. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. But the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father. He shall testify of me, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. Amen.
Amen. As she tells the
You hear her
dogs.
though?
I don't hear.
You
What's she
didn't
doing?
hear her whining and barking?
I can't.
So distracting. All
Oh
right.
no, it could be distracting when they're right there in your face. Yeah. I was making a glaze. It's just one thing after another, man. Because getting some stuff ready for Thanksgiving. Just gotta. I'm not doing the turkey this year. I feel like I still need to go. I want to fry one anyway. I might. I ain't lying. I might go get that bad boy and fry it the morning of. I don't know. 1 John 4:19. What are you talking about? I don't know. Maybe having a conversation with somebody. JH. All right. He loved us first. Yeah. All right. So I am the true vine. Somebody go look up that word true. Somebody go look up that word true. Hello.
Okay, I'm already there before I take her out. True is
G228.
okay. There you go.
All right. Tell us about it. I'm gonna walk her real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Nina. Go walk.
Yeah, go take care. We got you. That which has not only the name and resemblance, but the real nature corresponding to the name. In every respect.
The real nature what?
The real nature corresponding to the name.
Corresponding to the name?
Yeah, that's what it's got.
Mm-hmm. What else?
In every respect corresponding to the idea, signified by the name. Real, true, genuine.
Genuine.
Yeah. Then the other one is opposite to what is fictionist, counterfeit, imaginary, simulated, or pretended.
Okay. Look at the way this word is describing. It literally says opposite. Like if you're confused on what this word true means, it's the opposite of anything that is counterfeit or fake, right? It's the opposite.
Oh, even simulated. Yep.
Opposite of fake.
Continue?
Yeah. Go ahead.
There's a lot more.
No, I know. Go ahead.
In contrast, reality with their semblance, opposite to what is imperfect or defective, frail, uncertain. Last one is true, various variations, and sincere.
All right. I mean, it's not just telling you what true means. It literally says, well, truth is the truth, the thing that is true. And it goes through this. It goes, well, if you don't understand what kind of true this is the thing that is the opposite of fake, the opposite of counterfeit, right? The true vine.
Yeah, the counterfeit. The counterfeit is the big one. Yep.
Right. Okay. So here we go again. There's only one thing that counterfeited itself to be wise or good to eat. What was it?
Lucifer.
Well, yeah, but in the garden, what is it? It tells us.
Oh, the serpent.
The tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Oh.
If that was the truth, there would be no issue. But it wasn't. It was a counterfeit. It was not true. It was not true. It was a lie. This one, man, this is an obstacle for a lot of people. There are people that have built their doctrine around the idea that God put the tree of the knowledge of good and evil there with its name, put it there, and then told Adam not to eat it, because that's what it sounds like. It does sound that way. They've built their whole doctrine around this. But when you use your heart, there's more. There's a lot more. There's a reason that Moses wrote it the way he wrote it. There's a reason he wrote it that way. 100% there's a reason. But there's people that build their doctrine around this tree. Is our doctrine supposed to be built around the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, or is it supposed to be built around the tree of life?
Tree of life.
Yeah. Your doctrine is supposed to be built over the tree of life. And the only way to do that is to understand what the other tree is. To understand what the other tree is. So when you tell someone, "Oh, that's Satan. That's Lucifer, the liar." And people want to fight you about it, and they go, "No, it's not." That means they have built their entire doctrine on them, quote unquote, understanding what the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is. Their whole doctrine is based on it. You know this because they really want to fight you about this. You understand? Their whole doctrine is based on how they see this tree. Their whole doctrine is. How do you know? Is because when you start asking them what happened right here in the garden, they go, "Well, God told them not to do something, and they did that." No, I know that, but what is it that today? Because they'll tell you the truth today. "Oh yeah, Satan. We don't eat from Satan. We eat from Christ." They see that all today, but here in the garden, they don't see that. They don't see that in the garden. They just see Adam and Eve breaking rules. That's all they see. They don't see that it was like that in the beginning. What is happening now, people listening to Satan to hurt themselves, right? Life is hard, so they hurt themselves to become unalived, but they choose to unalive themselves because they listen to Satan, who gave them ideas. "This is a good idea. You should hurt yourself." Or, "You need to go hurt others. It's a good idea." Or instead of making disciples and yet they're Christians, "Hey, go argue with people. That's a good idea. Matter of fact, you can get away. All you got to do is tell them you're doing this." Listening to Satan. They're eating from the wrong tree. Eating from the wrong tree. Oh. Nope. I guess that person decided to go too. Oh. But I'm telling you, if you want to know how someone sees their entire doctrine, everything, how they see everything, just go to the garden. Go to the garden, have them explain what happened right here. Why did Adam do this? Why did Eve do this? What happened? And tell them, "Explain to me, what is this tree?" A lot of them are just going to tell you, "Oh, well, God told them it's a tree that God put there." They'll tell you that God put the tree there. It says right here, God, friend. Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's what it says. But when Eve said that it's pleasant to the sight, here's my question. When Eve said that tree was pleasant to the sight, is that true? Was that tree really pleasant to the sight? Or did Satan lie and make it pleasant? Which one is true? Was it already pleasant, or did the lie make it pleasant? Which one is true? Yeah, but there's people that will tell you, "No, Eve said it was pleasant, so it was pleasant." Bro, she was deceived. Didn't the Bible say that she's deceived?
Yep. It said when she saw.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the New Testament, Paul even tells us, said she was deceived. So is Paul lying? No, Paul's not lying. So if she said it's pleasant, was she telling the truth? Or was she saying it because she was deceived? It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. She was deceived. That's why she said it's pleasant and good for food, she said. It's not good for food. It wasn't pleasant. Yeah, through much convincing. Through much convincing. That's why it says, and when she saw. Paul even tells us she was deceived. Paul tells us. Somebody go find the verse where Paul tells us this. Jennifer's like, I really want to go over John 15. Well, this is how we go over it. This is John.
Somebody replied to my comment on your YouTube. All I said was, hey, man, they replied with the book. Do you see that? You reply on your YouTube channel?
Hold on, let me look. What's the name of the person that replied to you?
Yeah, Paul mentions it in 2. He says in 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 13, 14.
Yeah, well, somebody read it.
Yeah, 2. I'm looking for it right now. 2. What's my physical?
So what are you looking first? First Timothy what?
Do what?
1 Timothy chapter 2, 13, 14.
It says, for Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Yeah. So where does it show us that she was deceived? Only because she ate? That's it? So the fact that she ate, that's the only time we see deception? So the only time we can tell that she was deceived is when she ate. That's it? Is there any inclination? Is there anything else showing us that she was deceived other than the fact that she ate? Is there anything previous to that we can see? Let me answer. Let's see. How's the Trump economy treating y'all? Winning? Yes, winning big time. 100%. Yes. 100%. I don't know where you live. I live in Texas. Blah, blah. I live in Texas. Trump economy winning big time over here. I don't know where you're at. Maybe where you're at, it's maybe the Dems are in control of where. A lot of people miss that. You think it's the president. Who's in control of where you live? Who's in control of where you live? That matters.
They don't understand about federal, state, and local.
Yeah, they don't know that difference. It's not about the president. It's not about that. That's a part of it, but it's also where you live, like who's in charge. Okay, because I think a Dem just went to jail for keeping millions of dollars of federal aid. That's a Dem. I don't know who she was in charge of or where she was, but that's a lot of money. Anyway, let's see. Okay, anyway, enough of that. The Tomb. What's up, The Tomb? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Oh, hey, I wouldn't. I just wanted the opportunity to be in the room.
Oh, okay. All right.
Catching up with you. No, I just said Tennessee's red. I was like, T for Texas, T for Tennessee.
Yeah.
I was born in Texas. Raised
Yeah.
in Tennessee. Anyway, yeah. Don't let me digress.
No, you're good. You're good. Just mute your mic then. If you're just hanging out, you can hang out for a little bit. I ain't got no problem with that. Make sure your mic is muted. All right. Josiah, you still here? You ran off or what?
Looks like he's on a phone call.
He been on a phone call. That boy been on a phone call for minutes already. All right, where we at? Where we at?
Are we We just read how she was deceived. Paul said in 1 Timothy 2:13.
Yeah. Yeah. So where do we first see that she's deceived? Somebody show me a verse. Where do we see that she's deceived? Somebody give me a
It's in
verse.
Genesis 3. Genesis 3.
Jennifer, you here or what? You're the one that brought this up. Where you at?
Yes, I'm listening. Where she was first deceived is correct. Genesis
Read it.
chapter 18.
Read it. Read it. I want to read where she's first deceived.
After the whole shebang, the whole spill
No,
on
read
the
it. No,
surface.
read it. No, read it. Read
Okay, so Genesis
Read the
chapter
listen,
3.
I want the verse that you're saying. This verse right here is the first time that we can tell she was deceived.
Okay, so let me get to the verse where she's
That's what I'm looking
deceived.
for. I just want the verse.
Okay, Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired,
Yeah.
to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof.
Okay, all
and
right,
did eat.
hold on. How does the Bible describe when sin is produced? Somebody go find it. Jennifer, keep that verse. Keep that verse. Okay. So we're gonna say Genesis 3:6, right? Somebody
Yeah,
go. Somebody.
I think you're looking for it's in Ephesians.
No,
James.
well, there's a few places where it's at. Okay, because it is Paul that
The
tells us.
double-minded person.
Okay, so James.
No, not the
14.
double-minded. Well, you can use that one too, but no, there's a stronger one where Paul he breaks it down, the process of sin.
Yeah, that's in Ephesians.
Well, it's like I said, it's in more than one place, but.
Right.
Okay, can I read James?
James what?
1:14,
No. James what? James what?
1:14.
James 1:14. Go ahead.
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when the lust is conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Right. So it's a process, right?
Yep.
It's a process. It doesn't just happen. So for anyone to say that the sin only occurred when she ate, is that true according to this passage?
No.
I'm saying, did it start before she actually sinned, or is this line right here?
It started before.
It starts before.
It started before.
It starts before. It says it right here. So the question is, do we see that happening before the bite? Do we see it happening?
Yeah, in Genesis 3:2, she even lied there. She said, "You can't even touch it."
Well, that don't matter. I hate when people.
responded.
Yeah, but I hate when people use that. That don't even matter. Whether she lied or not, Adam could have easily told her, "Hey, matter of fact, don't even touch it, woman." He could have easily told her that. That doesn't matter. What matters is how Paul is telling us how sin is conceived. That's what matters. How it's conceived. So she had a conversation with it, but that's easy. Most people will agree to that. But why is it people can't agree what's happening in 3:6? She said it was pleasant. She said it was good for food. Is she deceived or not, bro? Is she deceived or not? So if she's deceived, is she speaking words of deception, or is she speaking words of truth? Because what's leading us here is Jesus said, "I'm the true vine." That's what he is, the true vine. That means this other vine that's in front of her, it's either the truth or it's not. It's one or the other. That tree is either telling the truth or it's lying. When Jesus cursed the fig tree, it says, and he answered it. That's what it says. He answered it. Why? Because it lied. It said, "I have fruit." And he goes, "Look, tree, leaves, fruit. Tree, leaves, fruit." And he went over there. Guess what? Tree and leaves, no fruit. which is representing Israel. Israel being a tree. There's leaves. Wait a minute. How come there ain't no fruit here? Because they didn't receive Christ. That's why there's no fruit. Doesn't it say right here, without me, you can do nothing? Where's it say it at? Huh? Or better yet, I'm sorry, because where we're at, verse 2, John 15:2. Every branch in me. Jesus says we're the branches, right? He's the vine, we are the branches. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. So, and then he says that we can do nothing without him. We cannot bear fruit without him. So how come the cursed tree, it resembling Israel, why didn't it bear fruit? I need an answer. Why didn't Israel bear fruit?
They disobedience. They didn't have the spirit.
No, because they rejected
The
Christ.
fruit was bad.
Because they rejected Christ. Because they rejected Christ. It's because they rejected Christ. He said, without me, you cannot bear fruit. So why was the fig tree fruitless?
The root was bad.
Because they didn't have Christ.
Yep.
So why was the fig tree fruitless? Why was the fig tree fruitless? Why was the fig tree fruitless? I need someone to answer me. Why was the fig tree fruitless? What does the fig tree represent?
Israel.
So why was Israel fruitless?
Because the root was bad.
No, because
The
they
root
rejected
was
Christ.
Christ.
Because they rejected Christ. Because they rejected Christ. That's the answer. There's no other answer. There's no other answer. That's the answer. We can give a million reasons, but the most correct answer is because they rejected Christ. So why was Israel fruitless?
Because they rejected Christ.
Because they rejected Christ. That's why. So if you reject Christ, what happens to your root?
It's dead.
It stays dead. No, it stays dead. It's already dead. It stays dead, right? So every one of us born in this world, dead spirit, dead root. Christ comes, you have an option. You can receive or reject, right? You can receive or reject. And if you're fruitless, it's not only because your root is dead. No. It's because you rejected Christ. You rejected him. So now you stay dead. Because the only way that your root can be changed, replaced, your heart be replaced, right? Stony heart be replaced by a fleshly heart. The only way that's possible is because you have to receive Christ. That's the only way. I am the true vine. So we're talking about the true vine because John 15 is talking about the true vine. And that word true is just for anyone that has a hard time understanding what the word true means. It's the opposite of fake, the opposite of counterfeit. When Eve said that the tree, somebody read it again. 3:6, Genesis 3:6. Somebody read it.
It says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
All right. So how many things are there? We got good for food. What's the next one?
And pleasant to the eye.
All right, hold on. Let me write it down. I just want to be clear. Pleasant to eye. Okay, what else?
Desired to be to make one wise.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Read it again. Read it again.
It says, And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband, and he did eat.
Right. So was she deceived or not deceived? There's a reason I keep going over this. I don't understand how people call themselves Christians and they don't see this. They don't see it. You know what they say? They say that the tree was good, but God said, don't eat of it. Listen to what these people are saying. I want you to make some sense out of this. They're saying that the tree is good because God called all things good, right? But he told Adam and Eve, don't eat it. Do you understand how they're seeing this? They're seeing it as God given a commandment and they disobeyed. That's all they see. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't ask the question, well, why God told them not to eat of this one?
Well, I don't care about the question. I'm saying, do you understand?
No, but I'm saying
Yeah.
if you're looking at it,
Yeah.
you should be looking at it and saying, okay, why you told them not to eat?
Yeah, but that could go 100 different ways. I'm trying to stick to the jugular. I know exactly what you're saying, but I'm saying just to stick to the jugular, the only thing they see is that the tree is good. This is what they're telling themselves. The tree is good. Listen, if you see this tree as good, when God said, do not eat of this tree, do you not see how your doctrine, do you not see how the foundation of your doctrine will be because of that through the rest of the Bible? Do you not see it?
Yeah, their eye is not single.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is if you believe that this tree is a good tree, so when Eve said, the tree is good for food and pleasant to the eye, and you ask that person, is she telling the truth? Is it good for food and pleasant to the eye? If they say yes, do you see a problem or you don't see a problem? If they say yes, that they're agreeing with her being deceived, they're agreeing with her deceptive belief.
Big problem.
They're coming in agreement with a lie.
Right. Again, so watch this. Listen very carefully. Listen to these very weird questions I ask. I ask these weird questions for a reason. Did Samson lie to Delilah?
No.
But that's what Delilah said. Are y'all tracking what I'm saying? Delilah said, "You lied to me." And a Christian will see this and say, Samson lied. Oh, that's why a lot of people don't like old Trotty. They don't like it. Listen, this destroys a belief that was alive for centuries. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. For centuries, people have seen the Bible. They viewed the Bible this way. It's not an easy thing to explain to someone when they've been explaining it wrong for a very long time. It's not easy. This is the type of offense that Christ talks about. He said, you'll be offended because of the word and you'll run from it. Why? Because the masses will not see it this way. And so you have a choice to make. Is it because that the masses are right and this very few people are wrong? Or is it always a very few people who are right and the masses are wrong? When the disciples were going around making disciples, were they the majority or the few?
Few.
The few. Christian, please don't answer with your pork chop in your mouth. Okay? Wait, we can wait till you're done. I promise.
I'm eating your ham right now, bro. I'm in your kitchen eating the ham.
Don't bring him back up. Okay, well, you can finish it in my kitchen. When you're done in my kitchen, you can come back when you're done. That way you're not tempted to come back and throw grease all over the mic. Y'all see how he does this, right? Does anybody see this or is it just me? Lord have mercy. Y'all see this? Like, he knows I don't want to hear that smack, and he comes up here anyway. Listen, if I'm on the phone with you, smack away. I don't care. I don't care. I eat on the phone. I don't care. If I'm in a meeting, I'm not going to. Yeah, so Gene sees it, bro. Everybody sees this. This whole you picking on Christian. No. Christian does this stuff on purpose. He know I don't appreciate it. He does it on purpose all the time. But just to be clear, I ain't mad at him. I'm not even in a bad mood, but I'm gonna give him a hard time. That's for sure.
You forget we dealt with Hulk for years on that.
Man, hey, he ain't got nothing on Hulk though. I'm just gonna be clear, Christian. If you're listening, you ain't got nothing on Hulk. Hulk's mouth will be completely full. It'll be like, I'm like, I remember the first time he started doing it, I'm like, Hulk, what is that noise? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, bro, what the heck was that? Yes, his mouth would be
12-inch egg burrito.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, what, bro? I'm eating a burrito. I'm like, you're eating a burrito, bro? And I would start timing him. I'm like, Hulk, that's not a burrito, bro. You've been eating that for an hour. He's like, bro. Anyway, he's like, bro, it's a 12-inch burrito. So he would buy the big tortilla, like the biggest tortilla you can get at the store, and that's his burrito, bro. In my head, a burrito's like this. What are you talking about, burrito? Like the huge. And I was like, I get it. I was like, bro, can you finish eating that thing? He's like, what, man? And because he was in the hospital for a little bit, he come out and he's trying to gain that weight back. And I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. I was like, bro, just finish eating, bro. You ain't got to come up, man. Yeah, Christian, you ain't got nothing on him. I guarantee it. And I met him in person. And I think it was Flip. Flip was bringing fruit for everybody. Bro, he ate the whole plate of fruit by himself. You understand? Like a plate, like a silver plate that you would put out for an entire family. We're talking probably 2 bananas, a whole cluster of grapes, a cantaloupe, watermelon. Like, I mean, the cluster wasn't there. The grapes were, though. He ate all of it by himself. The whole plate. That's like, I don't know, 15 bananas. Maybe not 15, 10 to 15 bananas. I could probably eat 3 bananas, maybe 4, probably. This dude ate 10 to 15 bananas worth. Like, that's how much fruit was on this thing. And we're all looking at him like, bro, he brought his daughter. I said, hey, is this for real? Like, does he eat like this? She's like, yes. Like, that boy can eat, man. It is what it is. He's a big dude, though. But, all right, so let's get back to where we're at. All right, so what am I saying? Somebody,
Is it the majority or the minority? Why is it always that the minority is right and the majority is wrong?
Yeah, why? Why is it like that? Why? Why is it like that? Is that true? Is what I'm saying true? Is that true at all? Is it false? What? What's going on here?
Narrow versus wide.
Huh?
The narrow path versus wide.
Right, bro. The narrow path isn't just talking about just the size of the path, bro. It's not just talking about the path. There's only going to be, it's a small amount of people that are going to see and understand this, period. Now, again, I'm not talking about salvation. Lord have mercy, guys. The narrow path itself, okay, is salvation. I don't want anybody to get mixed up on what I'm saying. But the narrow path, that's referring to salvation. I'm saying the Bible also teaches it's not the majority, my friend. Where in the Bible do you see it's the majority believe in God? Where? The only time you're going to see this kind of like where the majority is Mount Sinai, right? Because this is all of quote unquote God's people. It's going to be all God's people, okay? You got to understand something. These are all God's people. There are no Gentiles here. And so, yes, the majority that went to the mountain are God's people. So there was a small group that said, I don't want nothing to do with you. But this came from their own people. I'm talking about the world, the entire world. There's a small amount of people. And the more understanding you gain, the smaller y'all become. Okay? The smaller you start getting attacked by your own people. Just facts. Jennifer, you got a question?
You know, there was someone in the box.
Yeah.
Someone's in the box.
Not anymore.
I'm telling you, whenever we say it, they disappear.
Yeah, well, what y'all need to do is go in the room and see if they're still here. You understand?
They were when she put that.
Yeah, but they're not. I don't think they're here anymore. I think people are accidentally putting themselves in there, honestly.
Either that or they're impatient.
Yeah, that's not it. Because I don't think they're in that box for a minute. Yeah, so it's very important what I'm saying, because it's not easy to see. It's not, man. I'm telling you, when I first started understanding this, no man showed me. Those are just facts, and I'm not boasting or any of that. And this is where people get scared and they're like, well, if nobody showed you, then somebody should have. And okay, fine. Maybe believe whatever you want. But I'm telling you, throughout the Bible, you see this truth. You see this truth where even in the Bible, there will be a Gentile that is saying something and they're not even telling the truth. They aren't. And again, one of them is Samson. That's why I'm bringing up Samson right now. So to this day, you will see, this is a 10, by the way. I know I always tell y'all guys, Bibles are on different levels. I'm doing the best that I can to explain it, but this is a 10. When you can start discerning in the Bible who's telling the truth and who's not, it's not an easy thing to see. It's not, because in order for it to become true, it has to happen more than one time in the Bible, and it does. And I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of them. Let's do one more. Does anybody? Okay, so I'm giving you two. One, Eve says, right? Genesis 3:6. And when she saw, right, the tree was good for food, pleasant to the eye, and a tree desired to make one wise. Was she saying and thinking these things out of deception, or was she telling the truth? Which one?
She was deceived.
She was deceived, man. For someone to say they don't see this, bro, no, she was deceived. How can you say she wasn't deceived? She's like, no, the deception is when she ate. Do we got to go back to James again? How Paul explains how deception happens. Somebody go read it one more time. We're going to do it again. Listen, we're going to keep going over this until it sticks. And I'm going to say this again. It's not easy. It is not easy. This 100% goes against the mass understanding of this part that's happening in the Bible. When I say the mass, yes, I am talking in the high 90s. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 96, 95%. 95% of Christians will not agree that this is what's going on in the Bible, man. And when I first started declaring it as a truth, there was temptation there. Like, oh man, don't say it. Why? Nobody sees it. Okay, that's up to you. That's up to you whether you proclaim something. But I'm telling you, you can't proclaim it until you know how to explain it. So I'm going over real slow. What?
I got you. But every man, it's James 1:14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then, when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Right. Sin bringeth forth death. Adam and Eve's spirit died after they took a bite. But what happened before the bite? Use James 1:14 and tell us, Nina, what was taking place before the bite happened?
She was drawn away.
No. Use the verse. Use the verse.
She was tempted. And then drawn away by her own lust.
Uh-huh.
And enticed. Mm-hmm.
And then what?
And enticed. She was drawn away by her own lust and enticed. And then when lust conceived, it brought forth sin.
Right. All right. So watch this. When it conceived, that's what brought forth the sin. So she didn't take a bite until she said what? What did she say in 3:6? She believed something first, then she bit. What did she say? What did she believe? She already believed it because she wouldn't have said it out loud, right? the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? Ain't that what the verse says? In the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Okay, so it conceived already. And when it conceived, she spoke it. What does she say? It tells us 3:6. Who's got it?
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Okay, listen. James 1:14 tells us. It tells us how sin, the process of sin. So for anyone to say that she is not in this process of sin, you're lying. Whoever you are, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a professor at a freaking college. You are a liar, or you've been lied to, or you're behind, my friend. You're behind some ridiculous Texas dude. I don't know what else to tell you. I hate it for you that you don't like it, that you're not understanding what I'm saying. I hate it for you. I'm sitting there telling you, I am telling the truth, and this truth will be proclaimed. It will. And I will continue to say this. No, I don't care how ugly or heretical it sounds. I don't care to you. I am telling you based on biblical facts. She was deceived. And to this day, you have people read this right here, Genesis 3:6. And it said right here, she said it was good for food. They'll argue like this. Look, good for food, pleasant. Look, it was pleasant. No, bro, no, for God's sakes. No, man. Oh my God, she was deceived when she said this. And they'll say, no, she wasn't. Oh my God, let's go back. All right, so what, Bill, what was the verse, Bill? Hold on a second. Where's the verse that tells us she was deceived that you just read? Paul said.
Genesis 3:6.
No. Paul. Nope. You read something, Paul.
Oh, what was it? Oh my goodness, I just had it.
I don't know. How do you lose it? You're the one that was on it.
Yeah, well, that happens all the time.
Hold on. We need to get you some bookmarkers, Bill. That's the issue. You have some.
I got bookmarkers.
How come you're not marking it? Mark the darn.
I got 4 devices going plus the physical Bible, and I still lost it.
Oh my God.
Look,
Father, forgive us, for we know not what we did. What is it? What's the verse?
Look, I tell no lie. I tell no lie. Tell no lie.
God, how the heck are you not? Bro, listen, next time we're reading, because listen, bro, we're reading 3 verses right now. Genesis 3:6, James 1:14, and the one you're about to give. What is it?
I think it's 1 Timothy 2.
Read it. Let's see if that's it.
Please bear with me.
Yeah.
Let me just get it on the. Stop.
Bro. Just leave all 3. Listen. You need to have 2 or 3 that you just leave them there, and then have a Bible. You could play with that Bible all you want, bro. Just play. You have one device. You just do whatever you want with during the live. And when I say, hey, where's that one in Genesis, bro? It's right there on the screen. Right there. You can be like, oh, it's right here. Oh, it's right here. And instead, you're playing with all 3 of them, bro. Come on, bro. God almighty. You found it yet? Where's it at? Somebody help him out. Lord have mercy.
Jordan put it in chat. It's 2:15.
Really? It's
Thank
2.
you. Hold on
a second. Hold on. It's 2:15. Okay. Who's gonna read it? Who's gonna read it?
Who's gonna get it?
Well, we're bringing Christians to help you.
I got it already.
Okay.
I am here.
Yeah, mute while you're here.
Oh. Hold on, guys.
Oh my God.
I got the wife. The wife comes first.
That's all right. Who's gonna read it?
Okay, I got it. Give me about maybe 5
Oh
seconds.
my God, who's got it right now where they can read it? 1 Corinthians 2:15. Christian, you done eating?
Oh yeah, I told you I was.
Well, you always say that and you lie all the time. All right, 1 Corinthians 2:15. Go.
Lie. False witness 2:15. But he that is oh, now I got a call.
Oh my
Dang
God.
it.
All right, come on. Who's got it? 1 Corinthians 2:15.
Okay, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. What in the world?
What
Jordan,
in the heck, Jordan, are you talking about? Oh my God, I got to do this myself? What are all y'all up here for? Oh my God, let me get over, man. It's Nina's fault.
I'm over here laughing my butt off, just letting her.
My goodness.
I'll take one.
It's 1 Timothy, not 1 Corinthians.
I said 1 Timothy chapter 2.
I didn't
just
hear.
know
I
where it
didn't hear
was.
you say nothing.
I said it. You're gonna rewind it and you're gonna see.
Well,
No,
no,
but
I'm not saying. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying I didn't hear it.
Go ahead, Nina. Say it.
No, I'm saying.
My own mistake. I heard 1 Corinthians, but he must have said 1 Timothy.
Oh my God, can we just read 1 Timothy 2:14, please?
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
That's not 2:14.
All right, maybe it's 15. Read 15.
Okay, and no, 14 is and
It's
Adam was
14.
not deceived, but the woman being deceived.
Okay,
was
hold
in
on a
the
second. Jennifer, what did you read?
Oh Lord.
I
She
heard
read 15.
Timothy 2:15, and that's what I read.
Oh, okay. I might have said 15. I apologize. All right, it's 14. I told you, listen, hey,
I got you.
hey, 10 of us,
1
listen, with 10 of us, we're going to get this.
Blame Jordan. Jordan started all this madness. Blame Jordan.
Oh, hold on. I got to look. Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to look. What did he say? Because I didn't see his comment. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Set us up.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. He set us up for failure. Where's he at? Man.
He ran.
No, listen. Hold on a second. Hold on. Listen. All he put was 2:15. He didn't put a book. So whoever, y'all set yourself up for failure on that one.
He was still wrong. It was 2:14, Trot.
Well, I know, but he could have been talking about Genesis 2:15. We don't know what he was talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. He didn't put a book there. You shouldn't have listened to nothing. All right. What are you reading? Who's reading and what are you reading?
I just read Timothy 2:14.
All right, read it again.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
We're going to go through this one more time. We're going to go through this one
I like
more.
the Amplified.
All right, read
Can
it.
I read the Amplified?
Yeah. Go ahead. Send it.
And it was not Adam who was deceived, but the woman who was led astray and fell into sin.
Yeah. All right. It says that she fell into sin, right? You know what it says?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go back to James 1:14 and somebody show us what's the process of sin. Or are we going to say that this process was not for Adam and Eve? Is that what we're going to say? They had a different process. Did they have a different process or is it the same process?
Same process.
Same process. Okay, so let's go look at James 1:14. Let's go over it again for the slow people, the mockers, for the descaled mockers in the back that say, this tree was a good tree. Let's go see. Let's go see what James 1:14 tells you. Go ahead.
All right, so first you're tempted, then you're drawn away on your own lust and enticed. Then, when lust hath conceived, it brings forth sin, and sin unto death.
That's the process, right? Is this process shown to us at all with Eve? Is it shown to us at all? Or not? Either this process is the same for Eve or it's not. It's one or the other. So the conversation happened. The conversation started with the serpent. True or not?
True.
So the conversation started. The conversation started. Therefore, the process started. It started. I don't know. I don't understand this. If she's conversing with the serpent, it's no different today. If you're conversing with an idea that's not a good idea, what's going to happen? Huh? Somebody?
You're going
You're gonna fall.
Why?
You're gonna be-
Why? Why is that? Why is that true? If you start meditating over something that you're not supposed to be meditating over, why is it true that it's going to come to pass? Why? Why is that true?
Because you bringing it forth. in
Nah.
your carnal mind.
I
I'm
want
sorry.
verse. No. There's a verse that tells us why it's true. What's the verse? Oh my gosh. We just read it, for God's sakes, guys. Listen, we're only going over 3 verses. Genesis 3:6, James 1:14, 1 Timothy 2:14. Out of those verses, which one is proving that this process is the truth? Which verse?
Because you're tempted, then you're drawn away and enticed, and then
All
when it
right.
has
Okay.
conceived.
Okay. So if I'm asking, how do we know that that is the true process? Because the Bible says. That's the answer. James 1:14 says. James 1:14 tells us that this is the process. Yes, the tomb. Yes, seed, time, harvest. Are we saying that that's not the same for Eve? So was there a seed, time, and harvest for Eve too, or no?
Yes.
Yeah, there was. A conversation started. She meditated over. Conversing with it is meditating, for God's sakes. Saying meditating is not when you freaking picture a freaking person dressed like goddamn Houdini and floating in the air going hum. No. You don't got to do that. It's you conversing, having the conversation of this in your head. That is planting the seed. For anyone to say that there is not a seed, time, and harvest episode happening, for anyone to say that this process is not happening with Eve, my friend, you are lying to yourself. This process is exactly what led her to eat of the fruit. She got to the point where she believed a lie, for God's sakes. They're like, what's the lie? What's the lie? I hear these people say this all the time. Oh, can you tell me what the lie is? What's the lie? Oh my God, right here. It's in Genesis 3:6. She said that it was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eye, and a tree desired to make one wise. That was a lie. The tree was not good for food. It was not pleasant to the sight. And it is not a tree that you desire to make one wise. That's why God said, don't eat of it. I don't understand, bro. No, absolutely not. Anyone that keeps telling you the tree is not as good and evil was not Lucifer. Yes, my friend. Angels, humans, we're trees. Yes, we are. 100%. You first have to understand that. Then you got to understand that that's who she's talking to. And they're like, well, how could the tree and the serpent both be? Is God not triune? Is God not triune? Are we not triune? What do you mean by both? What do you mean? How could the serpent and the tree? Here we go again. So is Jesus not the lamb and the lion? How can the lamb and the lion be the same? Are you still? The whole Bible does this. What are you talking about? The serpent, the tree. Look, that's a tree. and that's a serpent. Yeah, well, that's a lion and that's a lamb. How can they be the same? What are you talking about? You can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose which one you believe. Again, you have to be able to discern what you're reading in the Bible. Okay? I know there's people, they're scared and they're like, man, the stuff you're saying is too far-fetched. Yeah. I get it. I get it. You don't have to listen, you don't have to understand all this to go to heaven. I don't go over this for salvation. Okay? Now there are people I meet that aren't saved and they get saved, but I'm saying this is a growing process. All right. Now, there are so many people that are on milk. It's okay. Listen, if you're in a ministry and a bunch of babies are coming to you and they're just wanting to learn more baby stuff, there ain't nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of ministries right now. Every live, they got 500. When they make a video, bro, there's 2,000-3,000 likes on every video. Guys, there's more babies in this world. I don't understand what's so hard about this. If you think your ministry is better than someone else's, my friend, you are smoking the wrong stuff. Your ministry is not better. It's not doing better, my friend. We're all one body. Listen, you just have all the babies. I don't know how to explain this. People get mad when I say this. I don't look at other ministries and be like, well, they got 10,000 people liking the videos. But guys, there are more babies in this world than there are mature people. And I'm talking spiritually. There are more babies. There's a lot of people who are saved and they haven't picked up the Bible and read it. They haven't. And they come across your page and they're like, wow, he's on a level that I can understand. Of course he is. Of course he is. But that's okay. But we're all one body. I don't understand. People still don't get this. It is not true that there's going to be more chiefs than there are babies in the Word of God. No. Jesus said there are few laborers. Few. Guys, if there's few laborers, that means there's a very few amount of mature people that can put the bottle in the mouth of babies. Do you understand? So this whole, I don't understand this. This is crazy. Listen, nobody, first of all, or let me just say it this way. There is not a competition. There's not a competition. This is so weird how there are Christians that are making what they're calling their ministry a competition. They brag about, maybe how much money came in, how much they gave away. You are dealing with babies. I don't think you realize that. If you have big numbers in your following, right? 5,000, 10,000, 3,000, every video you make, my friend, understand that you have been sent to milk babies. Okay? But that's okay. For God's sakes, God chose you. He chose you because you are right above the milk, which means you know how to feed the milk. You have a lot of milk and those babies need it. Okay? You're not dealing with very mature disciples going to the next level. That's not what you're dealing with, my friend, my baby friend, whoever you are. That's not what God sent you to do. Okay? Everybody, you should be able to be honest with yourself. What is the majority of your people? What do they consist of? Is it milk or is it meat? And whichever one that is, my friend, take that sucker and run with it. Take it and run. Okay. But don't do what I could tell some of you were doing is because your audience is 95% babies and you got a bunch of milk to give them. Don't look at my small following and say, oh, look, I wonder why there's only Bubba. It's because there's disciples over here. That's why. And God led me to make more mature disciples, not feed milk. Okay. So while you're feeding the milk to the babies, just give it time. They'll be over here. Do you understand? If not you yourself, there are people right now that 90% of what they teach, it's all baby stuff. And then they act like something's wrong with that. How is that wrong? I don't understand this. How is it wrong if God chose you to go give the milk to the babies? That's not what he chose me to do. Have I done it? Yeah. Do I still do it? Of course. But how is that wrong? Why would you be mad that the 90% of people who follow you is because they're Why would that make you mad? Why? I don't understand this. Put your foot down and stand 10 toes on what God is telling you to do. You do that. Okay? And if you, whoever that is leading all these babies, my friend, you come over here and I can help you grow. Because I was already once where you were. I was already at the baby stage and thousands of people, oh, please, need more milk. I've done it. I've done it. But whenever God said, hey, I need you to make mature disciples, meaning they already understand the milk, I need you to take them further, then my feet are going to stand on that, period. So you're not going to hear me just stay on milk. You're not going to hear that. It's not going to happen. All right. I'm going to do what I'm told to do. And when people say, well, God didn't tell you, be careful. Be careful if you go out there and say what God is telling other people to do. That is immature. I see why you're in charge of a bunch of babies. You're too stupid to have a good time. Listen, you got a big following. There's a reason, because they're on that level of babyship that you're at. Okay. And I don't understand this idea. Christians are acting like they're in competition. I'll never get it. There is no competition. You need to know where you're at and who you're teaching. You need to know where you're at and who you're teaching. And to be ashamed of being in charge of a bunch of babies is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. All you got to do is just listen to the questions that's being asked to you. I don't understand this little thing right here. And it's like, whoa, that's like, okay, I get it. They're baby. And then so you get 500 questions. You're like, yeah, I'm doing this thing for God. Yeah, you are. Now listen to the questions they're asking you. Something that you know for a fact is a very baby question. That's all you got to do. If you got a bunch of people around you and they're like, hey, can you teach me how to write? You're going to sit here and tell me you're teaching professors. They don't know how to write, but you're teaching professors. You've made yourself believe this, that you're teaching scholarship education in your ministry. Listen, you need to know where you're at. If God has put you in charge of a bunch of babies, I don't understand what the issue is. But when people have ran churches, which Descaled has a bunch of them, people who have ran churches, you understand? And they're like, bro, I don't understand how I didn't see this. Well, you're ready to see now. That's why you're here. You're ready to see. There's not a bunch of people on bottles running around Descaled. There's going to be some. There are going to be some, but they're ready. They're ready to hop on to the meat, and they get mocked and ridiculed by these people that have a big following when 95% of the people that follow them are babies. They're babies. And go, yeah, but they've ran churches too. Yeah, well, when I speak to them or hear them talk, they're still babies themselves. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm trying to say. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't start acting like because you have a bigger following, you have more. My friend, for the last time, you have a bigger following because there are more babies in this world. That's why. Not because God has trusted you with like this bigger task. Nobody has a bigger or better task. This is craziness. This is crazy. When I hear people say, look, I didn't have to do this to get these followers, and I didn't have to do this. My friend, if you say you're a tree that has fruit, and your level of understanding is going to help thousands of babies grow, you need to be honest about where your feet are standing. You're standing in the elementary school, okay? You're teaching kindergarten, first grade, second grade. There's a whole lot more of those, right? You start going to college, those classes are a lot smaller, okay? When you're a professor at a college, those classes start getting smaller. They don't have graduating classes of 15,000 a semester or 50,000 in a semester. One professor at a college is not graduating 150, 200,000, but in Christianity, every semester, if you want me to say it this way, there are hundreds of thousands of babies being fed by you and whoever else, okay? But again, at colleges, even when you start getting into like doctorate's degree, bro, there's not hundreds and 50,000s of people going under this one professor every semester, okay? I don't understand and there is a reason why I'm saying this. There's a conversation that was that was had a few days ago, and it was someone that is on social media, and they're like, well, how come they got 3,000 likes on their videos? And all you have to do is go look at the video, and the level of understanding that this person is ministering it's baby. And so I'm like, I don't understand. Like stuff that I say, a baby in Christ, they'll look at what I'm saying like, what the heck are they talking about? Why would they enter a calculus class and they don't even know how to add? Didn't make any sense. What I'm saying is there's nothing wrong, okay? There's nothing wrong being in a position that you're in charge of 90% of the people under your ministry are babies. And for some reason, you've made yourself come to this point where you believe that your ministry is doing better. Your ministry is not doing better. We're all one body. What the heck are you talking about? It's crazy. This is nuts. We're all one body, okay? One mind, one spirit. You're going to be in heaven with people that you've been talking bad about, or you're scared. I don't know what they're saying, my friend. I don't know what else to tell you. You need to just stand 10 toes down on what you are doing for God. So if you think that I'm ridiculing, listen, the Bible calls it milk. I'm not making these words up, right? If the Bible never called it milk and I said you're just giving milk to babies, then I can understand why you'd be a little upset. But the Bible, there's a process. And I'm using the words that the Bible is using. And it's not hard. When I see a video of someone and I'm looking, I really don't care. But again, it was brought up. They're like, look, why does that person got 10? I said, well, because they're telling the truth on a baby level. What that person is saying is true. Well, yeah, well, how come they got 10,000 likes? Because there's more babies in the world. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know. Maybe that person's comparing, me or somebody else. And I'm like, I don't understand. What are you comparing here? Well, I'm not trying to. I'm just, listen, fine. I'll talk about it. And I'm going to talk about it based on how it is, based on the truth, that there are going to be people that are going to have a mass following. But the reason is because there's a lot of babies, not because their ministry is doing better. I don't understand this person's ministry is doing better. How could any ministry do better when we're all one body? It's one ministry. Well, I don't understand this. Nobody's ministry is doing better. I don't care if you grow to the point that you're traveling across the whole world. Your ministry is not doing better than anybody else's ministry. Now, in the eyes in this world, you can say, wow, they're doing better. Okay, then in that sense, I guess I understand what you're saying. But in God's eyes, God is not looking at anybody doing better. That's not how God sees it. And so if that's not how God sees it, I'm not going to see it that way. I'm not going to see it that way. God he's the one that gives the increase. He does. Him. So if it's him that gives the increase, then it's not so-and-so's ministry, so-and-so's ministry. And then somebody could say, oh, well, maybe because you don't have, 50,000 followers, maybe that's if there was ever that many mature people to come to Descale to grow, and there was 50,000, I would still be saying the same thing, that nobody's ministry is doing better. I would make that very clear. I would say the exact same thing. So again, like I said, it's a question that was brought up to me. It was days ago. It was brought up a year ago by the same people, but it was a few days that they asked again, like, what, and one of the persons that that they brought, they have a very, very specific denomination that they're this person that they're talking about, and yeah, there's a lot of people that watch. I don't know if anybody, I'm not going to say their name, but I don't know if anybody here knows them or not. But I mean, probably 5,000 to 10,000 likes on it. Didn't matter what they put out, But when you go listen to what level of understanding they are, it doesn't mean that I don't like what the person is saying. That's not, but I'm beyond milk. I'm past milk. It's something I learned a long time ago, right? Any person that has been a Christian for probably a year at least or two would understand, like they would know how to, they wouldn't have to ask somebody that question. They wouldn't have to ask. Okay. But this person or these people that asked this person to make this teaching, they're babies. And so that's why there's 10,000 likes, because the majority of people who are coming to the Lord, the majority of them are going to be babies, because the few laborers that Jesus is referring to will always remain a factor. There will never be more mature laborers and very few babies. That will never happen. I don't care what you say, what verse you try to use to make me. No, there is always going to be fewer laborers. And because there's only a few laborers, out of that few, there's even more few that are a little bit further. And it continues. That continues. That will never change. There will always be a few that are on the next level and a few that are higher than that one. There's always going to be people on different levels, but the one thing that will never change is the mass believers in Christ are going to be babies, period. That's why Paul came back and he goes, God, y'all should be teachers by now. Why aren't y'all teachers by now? I was hoping to give you some meat, but I can't. You're still babies. That will never change. There will be people that will be saved 5, 20 years and they never leveled up. All right. So, like I said, nobody, I'll never get it. I don't look at anybody's ministry as doing better, as doing worse. I don't look at that. I look at them, they're saved and they're doing what God told them to do. That's it. That's it, man. We may give each other a hard time, like on the backside, but we're all one body. And you lose focus that we're one body. Before you know it, you'll be attacking people you shouldn't be attacking. And there's a lot of that going on too. I've seen that way too much, where people are just attacking one another, and they're like, "Oh, the Bible don't say that." And you see people who's teaching babies arguing with people who are teaching, doctorate degree level stuff, and they just be arguing with each other. Listen, you may not agree with what somebody is saying, but don't make that your prerogative. Like, don't make that's what you're all about, is just going around correcting. I never felt led to just go around correcting people, and I can. Believe me, I can correct some crap that's going that I've seen, but deep down, I know that that's not what's important. Okay, that's not important. Making disciples is important. So all you that have big followings, your people will be here before long. I promise you, they'll be here before long. And if not here with me, they'll be with someone else. They don't stay on your tit the whole time. Oh, you didn't know that? You think people who are under you are going to stay with you the whole time? You don't think they're supposed to go on and start a ministry of their own? You think they're supposed? So God put you in their lives so they can stay under you like a tyrant. You think you're going to keep the same babies? Let me say this. If you are keeping the same babies and they're not maturing, something is wrong, because eventually they have to start maturing to a different level. Guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. Y'all go ahead and talk about something.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that because I knew a pastor who had individuals under them. Guy real knowledgeable, but none of his assistant pastors or never went on to. They're still there after 10 years, and they're still in the same position. Hasn't grown, haven't gone out and opened up their own ministry or grown.
They don't see that as they don't see the family structure in that. They see it as something completely separate, and even though like you have spiritual children, just like Paul tells us, just like we're told, we have spiritual children that we shepherd or whatever, help grow. And at some point, they're supposed to leave the house. They're supposed to go get married and leave the house. It's the same concept. Like, you're supposed to leave and go find more people, spread the gospel, continue in understanding as well, growing in understanding. And so, yeah.
Anybody you take and came to the Lord, and I try to bring them here. I try to bring it to the people much older in the Bible study that I'm in. So they take a little while, to see things. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't teach it the way Trot teaches it. Because everybody has their own unique way of presenting it. So, but don't be scared to bring it forth. And you know what? And those individuals, if I got individuals that they are babes in Christ, I try to throw them nuggets in there and try to bring them here. I got a brother of mine. He's on here now. He's from New York. I studied with him for a while, and he's leading a church now. In the glory of God. You know, he's a young man. He's growing, and he's bringing other disciples and trying to push forth.
That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, I like using John the Baptist. We see John the Baptist. He was showing them until Christ came, and then those disciples follow Christ. They're not supposed to be stay with you forever. You're supposed to make them grow. They're like your children, right? And I love the concept, what you said, CJ, about bringing them, feeding them, nurturing them, lifting them up, guiding them, preparing them, and then they're supposed to leave, fly.
Precisely. Get out of here. Anybody else got anything? What's going on today with y'all? Y'all.
I better say a comment, get them riled up. They'll talk.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Bill. Don't do it.
All you gotta do is call Nina girl again, and I'll, correct you. I'll rebuke you with the word of God and how you should speak to your sister in Christ.
Uh-oh. Yep. See?
Yay.
No comeback, Bill? I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
I'm making my coffee and a sandwich. Give me a few.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Priorities, Jennifer. Priorities.
Yes. Gotta feed the belly.
Well, at least you're feeding the correct belly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing that can help with like being afraid to speak or speak to people, or like when you need to step up and speak or whatever, would be confidence, like knowing what you're talking about. And that goes for that's not only the Bible, that's any topic. I mean, the more research you do, the more confident you'll be in what you're learning in that research. As long as you're researching right, you'll be more confident in that and be more willing to stand like 10 toes down on it versus not saying anything or even reverting to something else.
It's okay to say, well, I'll get back to you. I don't know it. I don't know. I'll have to study that more. Too many people are prideful, man, and they'll make anything up and wham just to say, hey, no, but I know. It's okay not to know.
All right, what's up? What we talking about real quick? Huh?
I'm not supposed to call my sisters in Christ girls. Hey, girl.
Oh, man. Yeah. Don't call them girls, huh? All right.
I mean, you could at least make it sound nice and call us hermanita.
What does that mean? The heck is that?
Spanish sister.
Little sister. Yeah.
Oh.
Hermanita, ¿cómo está? Dios te bendiga.
All right, let me speak in tongues, man, unless you got an interpreter, okay? Oh, I don't know where that thing went. It's all right. All right. All right, we'll make one last point. Okay, obviously, we're not done clearly with John 15. Okay. But man, again, people are on different levels, and I know there's plenty of people that want to be on the highest level. No, you're not special. I'm looking at the Greek and the Hebrew, and I know. Okay, I know 100%. I understand. All right, but just be careful. Be careful what you're saying about other people that's ministering, and say no, because I'm in Scripture and I'm reading. I'm still telling you, be careful. I'm still telling you, be careful. I don't care how special you think you might be, that you know that person's wrong and you can prove them wrong. I cannot tell you. I'll just ask the people on the panel, how many times have y'all seen people come up here and say, hey, my bad, I just didn't understand what you were saying? How many times has that happened already on here?
A few.
No, it's been more than a few. It's been a few that you've seen.
Yeah.
It's been.
I can't remember how many. Too many to count.
Well,
It's been a lot.
Remember, most of them will DM them out of pride. They'll DM. Oh, I see it now.
Well, no, there's been a lot that's DM'd me, but I'm saying just on here, there's been dozens of people that said that, I know script. They said all the stuff, man. I can prove it wrong. What you're saying is wrong. They said all the stuff. What I'm saying is, that's why I'm careful, very careful about me going and attacking people about what they believe. That's the reason, because if I'm saying that what they're saying is wrong, what does it matter? What does it matter if I'm saying it? Okay. This is what I do know is if what they're saying is true, guys, we're all one spirit. So if we're all one spirit, if what they're saying is true, it will become true for everyone. But what if they're saying is not true? It will be them that will come to see that what they're saying is not true. And everybody's so scared. Everybody is so scared of just too much fear going around. If you trust the spirit, you wouldn't be in fear. There'll be no fear. Okay. So we'll pick up tomorrow at John 15. I'm still going to read 1 and 2, and we'll get into verse 3 where it says, now ye are clean through. It says, now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. What made the people clean? He tells us in verse 3. Somebody just tell me. What made them clean? Hello. I need someone to tell me. What made them clean here? John 15, verse 3.
I think you cut out. Hold on.
What and John 15,
The word.
The word.
The word.
What word? Whose word? It says that the answer's in verse 3.
Yep. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
Who spoke? Who spoke this word?
Jesus, Jesus.
Jesus spoke the word. Why? Because he's the tree of life. He's the tree of life. What word was spoken to Eve to make her unclean? What word was spoken? And where did it come from?
Lie.
There's only one liar. How many liars are in the Bible?
One.
There's only one lie. One liar in the Bible, guys. There's one. There are many that come from him, but there's one in the Bible. One. There's one tree that gives life, and there's one tree that gives death. There's only one. And Eve died and became unclean because of the words that came from a tree. And Jesus says in 3, now ye are clean. Now, through the word which I have spoken to you. That's why they're clean, because he spoke a word. And when people cannot see that this is the exact same thing that happened in the garden, then that means that their whole doctrine is based on something they're not understanding completely in the Bible. They're not. I'm sorry. 100%. Anyway, guys, got anything before we go? Because I got to go. Anything?
God bless my brothers and sisters in Christ.
All right, is that it? Is that it? Anybody else? Anybody else?
I would like to take note that everyone pay attention to descaled etiquette today. It was made very clear.
Descaled.
We all need to be on point, have bookmarks, multiple
right.
devices,
Multiple
ready
devices.
to answer without a mouthful of food. Okay,
Yeah,
God
without a
bless.
mouthful full of food. Okay, right. And there'll be more added to the law. There'll be at least 613 before we're done this year.
Otherwise, we have to get this. That's it.
All right, guys. All right, we'll see y'all in the morning. God bless.